Hello everybody. Just getting the tripod set up. Okay. Happy Sunday, everybody. Today is April 26th, 2026. 26. Portal, perhaps? The plan for today, first of all, sorry for those of you that were expecting me to be on at 11. I did type into my X account what was going on with me so that no one was waiting. Although, to be fair, I didn't wake up until like 1 o'clock, so it was after the stream had already passed. But I basically did what I say I do often, which is stay up too late, and rather than try and stay up for the stream, I wanted to make sure that I stayed with my medication regimen. So I was like, no, I'm going to take my medication even though I know it's going to knock me out past stream time. Well, I didn't know it was going to, but I kind of thought it would. And so I knew I was going to sleep later, ended up missing the stream, but I feel good, I feel rested. I'll talk more about that once I get into the stretching, but today's going to be mostly full body stretching routine. I am going to warm up my legs and arms on this rock stepper for 5 minutes, like I've been doing for the last few streams, again, just to kind of warm my legs up and warm my body up so that the stretches can adhere a little better. Move this out of the way. And yeah, my plan right now is I'm even going to open this door for my dog because she's been wanting to go outside while I'm streaming. And if you've been watching, it's been like every 20 minutes she's like, oh, I'm outside, and then she's outside for 3 minutes, and then she wants to come inside. And she only does it when I'm streaming. She can obviously stay asleep for hours throughout the night and stuff like that. But I'm gonna try and wean her off of thinking that it's appropriate for her to just come in and out while I'm streaming. So I'm gonna leave the door open right now. If she comes while I'm streaming, she has that option. If she doesn't use it, I'm not gonna let her out for the rest of the stream. We'll see if I can actually stick to that. It's just a theory. I don't want to have to step off the rock stepper while in the middle of my 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Is it getting louder, or is that just me? It does come with like a mat for you to be able to cushion your floor, I guess. Maybe if you have like carpet or something, it'll make it easier to roll on. But since my surface is pretty much as flat as it can get, I thought it wouldn't matter. I also don't have any neighbors underneath me, so I don't feel guilty. I want to be in Italy. actually a lot harder than it looks. Maybe it looks hard, but specifically talking about my arms. I do regret having this diagram right now. I was only bit last week. This is pretty good. Basically what I'm doing with my arms is I'm trying to do the butterfly method, which is to do the same thing on both sides. So I'm finding motions that go well with the synchronization of my legs, that I can also feel some sort of tension or pressure in my arms in the spaces that I want to target. Which honestly, not being picky, I'm kind of just picking things that are rotating the burn. But I'm sweaty and the hair on my neck is sticking. Ooh, can't do that one right now. It's too much. I got one more minute. I'm like rotating in a circle. I started facing me. I wonder if I can scoot back. Someone said 30 minutes on one of these is 3 miles if you do one. Well, I guess it didn't say the rate, the step rate, but that's a lot, 30 minutes, 3 miles. Okay, that's 5 minutes. I'm done. She did come out of her room for a little bit, and then she went back inside the room. Okay, I am going to show y'all my hair since that's what I titled the stream today, but give me a second to reset up the mat. Honestly, did not think I was going to like this mat as much as I do. It's like not an expensive mat at all. I got it off of Amazon. I'm pretty sure I only bought it because I wanted a neutral color and because it folded. And I think I even wanted it to not be as thick as it is, but now that I actually have a thick mat, and this is like 2 centimeters, once I actually got, actually no, this isn't even 2 centimeters, this is like 8 centimeters. But yeah, once I got it, I'm like, oh my gosh, actually I really like the extra cushion. I do have one of those Lululemon hot yoga mats, which is like, when I bought it, it's really old. I've had it for like 10 years. But I haven't used it very much. I've only had maybe like 50 hours on it. When I first bought it, I was in hot yoga classes, and because it was hot yoga, a regular mat was way too slippery for me. So I got the hot yoga mat so I could actually have grip when I was like sweating and stuff. But because it's a hot yoga mat, I don't know if it's the one I bought or if that's just how they are in general, but it's not very thick. And so it's not very comfortable, especially like if you're on the grass and there's like a little bit of bump or something like that, like you're gonna feel all of that with this mask. This one, and I think I've also said too, I really like how, because it does have the fold lines, it helps me pay attention to my positioning and everything like that. So I do recommend checking it out on Amazon. Like I said, you don't have to get the exact one I bought. I don't like to tell people the exact brands and stuff I buy, just because I don't want to promote anything or have anybody blame me if they got something and they don't like it. But those are the reasons why I like it. Oh, wrists. I feel my pinky stretching right now. That's good. Oh yeah, so this is my hair, y'all. I think I talked about it in my last stream. I've been working on it for like 4 days. Basically, I really like having, ooh, that cracked. I really like having color in my hair, but because my hair is really fine, when I bleach it, it like gets even more fine, and then it's like really prone to breaking and snapping off. And so over the years, I've just learned that I can't add bleach to my hair and expect it to last. And so I get extensions because I can dye the extensions and it'll blend in with my hair, and I don't have to worry about my actual hair getting damaged. And then also, because now I have access to more colors, I can switch out the colors instead of it just being like, oh, because I would always do gray. And when I did want colors though, I would do braids, because braids, you know, obviously braiding hair is really, really cheap, and it's really easy to get braids in your hair and like not have to think about doing your hair and all that. But yeah, so basically, and I'm only saying this for those of you that are curious, because I know a lot of people, they spend money on their hair. Here, I'll do this part. I don't know what it looks like in the back. I'm not an official hairdresser. But basically, what I did is I went to Amazon, of course, my trusted Amazon website, and I searched for hair extensions that had color first, and I just obviously looked for a color that I wanted. So this is the closest. I really wanted like a light mint, like a minty color, but this is the closest, which honestly, like, it is gonna fade, so I think it'll end up being the color I want it in anyway. But yeah, so I got it blue, and then I wear black hair dye since my hair is black. Obviously, if you have different color hair, just order the hair color that you need. And then I dye the top part of it black, so that will blend in with my real hair, and then the bottom half is still blue, so I have the color. And I like it. I feel like a lot of people don't really do the ombre hair anymore, which, if you guys know me, I don't like having the same anything as other people. Like, I don't mind when people have like the same colors or like style as me, but anytime someone has like the exact same anything, like, I instantly want to change. So if like my hair was like completely blue, and then there was someone else that had like completely blue hair, I would be like, ew, like, now I have to go dye my hair because I don't want to be like the other girl with blue hair. But it's very unlikely that there will be someone that has blue ombre hair. And you know, like I said, it's just different. I like trying different things with my hair. Although it's usually just ombre at the bottom because, like I said, it blends well with my natural hair. But I also like to ensure that I do my own hair because my mom was a hairdresser, and she actually she had her own salon in Seattle for a while. And then, you know, when she was opening her salon, and of course, because like I had an older sister and I was a girl, my mom would always use us as like her examples and like stuff like that in her like parades. Like, there used to be like parades and stuff in Seattle all the time. It was really cute. But yeah, so I just like never liked getting my hair done because I always just felt like, one, I was a tomboy, so I had no interest in like looking cute or anything. I'd much rather be like learning how to kick something than sitting and getting my hair done. And then two, it's obviously like really boring when you're a kid because you're just sitting there, like, you're not. There was no phones or like internet or anything back then, so you're literally just sitting. So it's always like very like apprehensive about getting my hair done. One, because I didn't want to have to sit there forever too, because it was my mom doing my hair. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go to the salon and get my hair done, because like my mom could do everything I was gonna want done anyway. So it would end up being like, okay, well, what does my mom want my hair to look like versus what I want my hair to look like? And then like sometimes she'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then she would do something anyway that I didn't want, and then she'd be like, okay. So I just got like really independent with my hair. Once I got my own hair straightener, which I think was in like 7th grade, I was like, I don't need my mom to do my hair ever again. And I don't think she did. Like, I'm pretty sure after I got my first hair straightener, like, I just started doing my own hair because it's just easier. And which I think is weird because I know a lot of people that have curly hair, like mine, or not even as curly as mine, like they have to pay someone to do their hair because they don't know how to do it. And I think that's crazy to me. Like, how do you have hair on your head that you don't know how to do yourself? Like, so if there were no hairdressers, you would just be shit out of luck. Like, huh? Is that real? Is the TV too loud? I feel like the TV's too loud. I don't know where the remote is. No, I don't know where the remote is. I'm gonna give myself 1 more minute to find the remote. Oh, there. Oh, I'm gonna spin the screen searching for it, but I also don't want to be like that. So right now it's on 10, and sometimes when it's on 16 is when it fills out, so it's like way lower than it. It's just this particular video. Ugh, let's stretch these while I'm at it. Ooh, that was a nice ankle pop. So yeah, and even doing stretches like this on a cushy mat, like because my ankles are digging into the ground, or like the top of my feet are digging into the ground, if I was just pressing directly onto the ground, it would hurt because it's like hard, but because I have the mat, it's like obviously cushioning. So just some things to think about if you are in the market for a mat, or if you need suggestions. I don't usually upsell things, like I said. If I say something good about it, that means it's actually good. Like I don't like promoting things. Like I've said before, I don't like selling things. I don't like being associated with selling things. Like I like the idea of providing use and understanding of what certain props and things can do versus telling you like this is what you need to buy. Like I won't even say like buy a yoga block because honestly you don't need a yoga block. You can use pillows. You can use folded up towels. You can, there's this whole bunch of things you can do if you don't want to spend money on equipment, or if you don't have space for equipment, if you're traveling and you obviously can't bring it with you, all of that stuff. So I don't want you to be stuck in this like box of I have to have this in order to do this exercise or I can't do it. Like don't be stuck in a box. Okay, I am stretching my ankles right now. I know it looks like I'm just sitting, but this feels good. I haven't sat like this in a minute. I'm looking at all these tropical island freaking drone shots, and it just makes me want to go somewhere so bad. I've been wanting to rollerblade so bad, and here's the problem with that. I now feel guilty about going without my dog because her stroller isn't here yet, and it's not going to be here until like the first week of May, I think. So I still have like a week, but I'm really excited about it. I have to build it, so I might build it on stream, but obviously it won't take that long. And then yeah, I think since I have the stroller, and like I said, I live on the beach pretty much, I'll be able to go. Oh, actually, that's what else I was gonna talk about on stream today. This is perfect. Because the other part of the stream, it was like, what is my title? It's like blue hair, don't care. But like kinda, I think is what it says. So the but like kinda part is my routine. So last stream, I think I said like, hey, I need to start getting in a routine. Like I'm starting to like make next steps for like what I'm gonna do with my actual life and all of that. And the reality is when I'm in teacher mode, I'm very like strict with my routine, and not in a I have to do it this way, but very much in a like autopilot way. And I talk about that on my stream all the time, about it just being something that I don't have to think about. And as much as it's nice to be able to say like, oh, I make my own schedule and I don't have to get up at a certain time in the morning if I don't want to. Like, it is a mentality of like, when do I draw the line of saying like, okay, I actually do need to get up now, because and not in like a sad way, but I think I told you guys, like, it's been cold, and like I like being in my house, like there's no reason for me to just be pacing in the house. So yeah, I have officially made beginning routine, and the way I build routines out, and I've talked about building out routines on my stream before, so I'm glad I'm circling back to this in spring right now, is to come up with some baseline goals or baseline outcomes for my life, and then design backwards for those things. And so now I'm like 80% sure, and I'm only saying 80% sure because I honestly don't want to do the business owner part. If I could just buy the business from somebody else and have complete creative ownership, I would. I don't want to be a manager, I don't want to be a business owner. Like, there's just so many things about owning a business that are not my personality style, not my interests, and not something I want to do. It's like doing homework, it feels like doing homework. But you have to do certain things in order to do other things. So I know I'm good at teaching, obviously. I have no problem with teaching fitness classes. I've taught fitness classes in professional settings, and I am a certified yoga instructor, but I am going to get my sound therapy license or certification, so I can start. And that sounds scary to even say because I don't like making commitments publicly and then not fulfilling them, but like, I'm saying this because this is the routine I'm building, right? So since I want to have my certification, because my certification is going to give me the ability to, do sound therapy, I have to practice, right? I have to sign up for the course, and then I have to practice. And then on top of practicing, I also have to have like actual content, things that I can use when I'm working with people or classes or whatever the case may be. So I also have to have time to like create on top of learn. So I kind of like set out these goals that are going to involve practicing and learning like sound therapy and stuff. So I'm basically setting out different categories that I'm interested in promoting or learning about, because I know what I know about sound, right? Like I talk about like frequencies and vibrations and like what those different tunings can do on a internal level, but I don't actually have enough information to like be like, come let me do sound therapy for you because you just lost a pet or something, and it's gonna help you to like release sadness or something, like that. Because there are real sounds, vibrations, frequencies, whatever you want to call them, that actually do help with these things. Like, it's actual neuroscience, like backed. But without having that like factual like data citations, stuff like that, it kind of sounds woo-woo, right? Like, people like to have the numbers and the information. So like sitting down and being like, this is XYZ, this is why this is gonna help, and now pay me to do it type shit. It's gonna take time, but I'm also thinking of it as like, it's kind of just like making a lesson plan. Like, lesson plans seem really hard in the beginning when you first start teaching, because it's like, okay, you have a unit, you have certain test goals they have to make, and then you have like X amount of days to teach it. Like, you don't know if they're gonna learn it or if the lesson's gonna work, whatever the case may be. But then, you do it every single day for like months at a time, and you realize like you're making a lesson every day without even thinking about it. And so I kind of feel like that's how it's gonna be with the sound therapy. Like, eventually I'll just be so well versed in the content and stuff that like whatever someone's looking for or whatever someone needs, I'll be able to just know like, oh, okay, these are the sound frequencies or whatever that I'm gonna incorporate for your session, specifically for you. So kind of like reading tarot, right? Like, you don't know what they're coming in with, but you listen to them and like take that into account. And then obviously, like, because I do read energy, at least I think I do, I don't have enough people to like actually be honest with me about the energy that I read, because a lot of the energy that I read is negative. And I've told people before, like, yeah, like, I think it's just for like my protection, because someone has like bad intentions for me and I'm not aware, like, obviously that thing could happen. But I've never had someone be like, yeah, I have bad intentions, and me to be able to confirm that that's how I felt. Because usually I just stay away or like, whatever the case may be. But it would be nice to have someone reflect or let me know whether or not it is actually impacting. I did have one friend, or like a friend of a friend who was going through something, and I did like a little smudge, because it's like you really don't know, right? Like if something's like, oh, like you just hugged me and it made me feel really good, like you don't know that. They know that, but you don't know that, right? So like I can kind of guess, but I don't know unless somebody tells me, right? Like you give someone a back massage, you can assume it feels good, but like you don't actually know. So like it gave someone like a little like spiritual thing with like smudging and stuff, and it was definitely like had the right intention. Like I wasn't just doing it like just for fun. I was like, oh, let me see, maybe it actually fucking works. Like all these other things are true, and this was way before like the Epstein file releases and stuff, just like sigils and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, if all these other things are real, then like, abracadabra, right? I might as well just see. And I kid you not, like 20 minutes later, he got a call from a girl that he'd been like wanting a call from, and I was just like, anyways, so just that. But I feel like, it would be nice if I actually could do that. And obviously, to be completely honest, like people are like smart and they understand science and they understand placebos and hypnosis and things like that have been proven time and time again through science. And so it's like, even if you don't actually feel like the sounds are going to do something to you, even though it's backed by science, right? Like even if you don't actually feel like the sounds are going to do something to you, if you believe that it can, the placebo effect can take it. Like people have literally cured themselves of things from placebo pills. So it's not, you just have to be prepared to let your mind actually heal you, which is really what healing work is. It's allowing people to understand that power is actually within their body. Our body regenerates everything 100%. So, and that's cellular. But yeah, so with that being said, that is my plan. I'm really nervous about it. I'm gonna have to invest a lot of money into it. And then I was thinking like, okay, am I just gonna like offer sound therapy, or am I gonna actually try and do like a venue or like a space where I'm like doing classes and people come in? Because I know what I ultimately want it to look like, but I don't think it's wise, especially since I've had a business license before and stuff like that. I don't think it's wise for me to spend, $100K straight out the bat. Because they do have like these gym packages you can get where it's like, hey, we have the name, we have the brand, we have the like the business plan, all of that, we'll do the marketing for you. All you have to do is like buy into a franchise. But like I don't want, again, to not have creative freedom of what I'm doing. Zumba, for example, I love doing Zumba, but you are very tied to the Zumba content and like what they want with songs and stuff like that. So like if I have my own space, obviously I control the environment, the time, the schedule. I also like really like themes. If you know me, you know I love themes. So I want it to be like a themed like space, like based off of like chakras. Like I told you guys, like I really wanting it to like the color therapy and stuff too. So it's like, okay, like we're gonna do like red day, which is grounding, and like your root chakra, trying to like kind of bring those things in. So that is ultimately my plan, and I'm saying this out loud while also knowing that there are a ton of people, and by a ton I mean at least 4, that I can see on my Instagram, because my Instagram will not show me who I want to see. It shows me like the same 15 people, when you can see like, oh, who's liking what on their stories and stuff like that. And it's people I don't really talk to or anything like that. Especially like this one person who I'm pretty sure is stalking me, because every time I talk about something new that's like totally out of left field, I kid you not, this person will then have like a bunch of things they liked that were about what I had just talked about on stream. except it's something that this person is like literally like, and again, because I can see what they are liking, it's something they literally never like, literally never brought up, and it's like literally like a light switch. It's like, bro, like I literally just like, you know what I mean? And so it's like, it's flattering in that like you're obviously learning from me, like you're not going and like liking things that are like making fun of it, like you're liking things that are teaching you. But it's also kind of like, okay, so if you are watching me and you are learning things, but you're like not interacting with me, you're not letting me know, you're not encouraging me, like I kind of feel like it's like not coming from a good place at the same time. I'm trying to stay positive and optimistic about it, right? Like some people just feel like really nervous about interacting with new people, and obviously like my life situation has been so hectic with the rumors, and I mean when your own family is like trying to tell people you're suicidal and dangerous, and then you have so-called friends, I won't even call them frenemies, right? Because like strangers basically like spreading rumors that make people like afraid of you or nervous to be around you or whatever. You just develop like that paranoid sort of perception of interactions with people. But I'm gonna stay positive, like I said. Hopefully people are just learning gradually, and they're gonna figure out over time that they were lied to, and you know, it's better to be on the right side of history than stay stubborn for the sake of not wanting to say you're wrong. Speaking of being wrong, Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion, y'all. I don't like to get into the celebrity drama too much, but I do like looking at celebrities as examples of what's happening in the general human collective, right? Like we all experience these things and we can learn lessons from people, whether they're homeless or famous. But I've channeled by accident Klay and Megan, and I won't even say channeled in like some psychic shit like I had a dream about their, no, like you can for me for me you can look at their interactions in the pictures and in the videos and stuff, and you can tell he's like cringing. You can see him cringing in almost everything they do. So for people to be like, oh my gosh, like she's perfect, and the fact that he doesn't want to be with her, like it doesn't matter how anybody else sees her if they're not a good match together. And if you look at Klay and you look at his lifestyle and what he represents, and you look at Megan and you look at her lifestyle and what she represents, I don't even know how their fucking agents allowed them to get together. Like obviously for her it looks good because she can still pull the like flat card of like I got a baller, da da da. But Klay is like the epitome of like one of the wholesome basketball players. Like he's literally a Splash Brother. Like, are you kidding me? And the fact that Steph actually stepped in, you know Megan's wrong, because he is the most drama-free, wholesome family guy in the world. And we know this. So if Steph is stepping in and being like, y'all shut up, just shut the fuck up. Because again, I have channeled this on my stream. I've talked about it. You can go look it up. They're archived on my YouTube now, or they're in my YouTube channel. But yeah, that was a horrible mistake. And when you're famous and you get into these relationships, you literally do have to sign like contracts and NDAs that are like, hey, like if you start dating this person, or if you're seen in public with this person, like you're gonna have to be like dating for a year or X amount of time. But like, again, I don't know how they even got together. I don't know, like maybe it was on some like, this is gonna help Klay get like more new publicity and stuff. Because I mean, to be fair, I don't follow basketball, but I definitely don't hear about him, and he's from my alma mater, right? Like I went to school with Klay, I had classes with Klay, but it's not like that. I don't know. We'll see. I think that maybe, like, and again, I've talked about this extensively, and I feel weird talking about it, because again, it's like celebrity gossip, but I like knowing that I was right about some shit, and there's evidence of it in other streams. Because yeah, like Tory Lanez, like I've always sided with Tory, even before like the court stuff. Like you can just tell when a bitch is being shady, and that can be a guy or girl. Like And she doesn't even hide it. Like, she is literally rapping about how she will literally, like, steal your man and be a bop and all this. And it's like, how dare somebody do idiot things she actually promotes? What? Like, she's literally the queen of talking about that shit with no shame. And when it happens to her, we're supposed to feel that. And again, this is not like on some like, oh, she deserves to be cheated on. I truly believe that there's no safe way to leave Megan's presence because of who she is and who she's connected to and the type of image that they try to curate for her. It's very much a revengeful, dangerous situation. Like, Tori is quite literally in jail, being like attempted murder several times. Like, I don't know if you've looked this up, for just being in a relationship with the bitch. And he was helping her. Like, he helped her career so fucking much. And then she just went and flipped on it. Literally, he's in jail for this bitch. Like, Clay has gone out with his life and whatever fucking dignity that they think they're taking because he cheated on her with a basketball player. Like, please, teach these guys that they need to stop going after these potato thoughts that just go and do every fucking thing to their body to look like a fucking porn star so they can appease one part of a person's appetite and then complain when they can't fulfill any other needs. Like, what? Like, what do you mean you don't also see me as a wife and a mother? Bitch, what? Bitch, what? Where? A wife and a mother? Where? Like, you can't, it's not cosplay. You don't get to just put on a plaid dress and then say that you are now a wifey material. That's not how that fucking works, bruh. That's not how that fucking works. Like, your kids will forever be able to see who you were leading up to your relationship. You are an embarrassment as a wife. I'm sorry. And that's just me. There are plenty of guys out there who would love to say the mother of their child is a porn star or makes millions on OnlyFans. Like, there are people that have no problem with that. But again, when you look at Clay Thompson in particular, who he is. I went to school with his mother. We were out in the fucking country. Like, we're not like regular people. Like, we have a countryside. Like, there's no fucking way, bro. There's no fucking way, bro. There's no way. There ain't no fucking way. So I'm very glad he got out safe. And obviously, like, they're gonna do whatever they can to like slander and make him seem like the bad guy, but it's the safest. I mean, I would take, and bite the bullet, take it. I would literally, it's fine. I'm alive. I'm not in jail. People aren't coming for my life. It's just a bunch of Megan trolls getting mad to defend Megan. Which, let's be fair, a lot of Megan's so-called fans aren't real. They're bots and promoting, things to make her image pop up, make it look like she's famous. Like, she's had a ton of shows where there were like no fans and her shows aren't sold out. Like, it's literally fake clout. But a lot of people don't see that either. So I'm really glad he got out. And again, the people that are trying to side with Megan and like shame Clay, I'm not promoting cheating in any case, but if you understand the full situation, we are talking life and death. We're not talking about, oh, she's so much prettier, she's got money, like all that. We're talking about this nigga Tori is in jail. Nigga might be dying in jail over this bitch. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. And snake bitches will literally try and stick up for other snake bitches like they don't know they're a snake bitch. Like, that was supposed to be our story, our fairy tale ending of like the thoughts winning. Like, you can be a thought your whole life and then marry into a wholesome family. It's not real, bruh. You're a thought your whole life. You're gonna be with a guy that wants to be with a thought their whole life. Like, that's how you become happy together, because you want the same things. Oh my Lord. But it's funny. If you look at, like I said, I've talked about this Clay situation. I'm very happy. I knew they were separated. They actually separated a really long time ago. But they have to be able to like spin it for the public to like, you know, obviously get publicity and so forth. I made a post on his ex account a couple months back about it because I already knew, but yeah, like I said, it's life or death. It's not funny. It's good. Like it's good that he's got this out, and people like, oh, Clay's awful. Like how could he hook up with it? He hooked up with another basketball player who shares the same passions as him and wants the same things as him probably, and is, you know, successful in their own right, a role model in their own right. Like, yeah, how could he do that? I don't know. Beats me. Everybody should want to be with the fucking thought of the year. Again, I do not know how he could publicly walk around with her other than other guys being like, yeah, man, you're hitting that. But those are also the same kind of guys that are like actual cucks that like really do get off of like other guys hooking up with their girls. Like anybody that has like respect for themselves or a future family would be upset by that. And again, I'm not like slut shaming anybody because I absolutely think, and you guys know, like I've never been a Megan fan because I just really, the lyrics to me are like not, I don't align with them. But like I don't mind, like I'll twerk, I do like fucking ratchet shit when I feel comfortable around certain people, but for that to be who you are and that to be who your kids have to say, that's my mom, like come on, bruh. Come on. Yeah, nah. But again, like I said, there's like people have that whole like you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Some guys are actual cucks. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And there are girls that like being hoes, even when they want to be in a relationship. That part I'll never really understand though. Like people want to be in committed relationships, but also want to cheat. Like why don't you just not be in a relationship and say that you guys get to fuck when you want? But when people actually find someone who's their own speed, right? Like they both want to be cucks, then it's a happy relationship. Don't try and pair up with someone who is never aligned with you off some flat shit and be like, well, I have a nice body and I can fucking shake my ass, so that should void and null any other qualifications for being a wife. What? Bitches are dumb though. People really think that. Like that's how like demented people have become from the media. Like they really think that someone could have like 102 things on a list of 115, and then some bitch could come in with like a nice body and like clout that was, you know, basically paid and promoted by legal pimps, and then the rest of the list don't matter anymore. Again, you're breeding with this person. Your children are half of that person. Is that what you want half of your bloodline to be? Gross. Gross.
actually thinking about, like, I don't know how other universities are ran, but please, if you can, do not go to a commuter college. Don't go to a community university if you can afford it. Because obviously, I have a different connection to Clay because I was also an athlete at the same university at the same time that he was at the school. And I technically didn't cheer for Clay because he was 1 year younger than me. But because of the kind of university that I went to, it's like a community of people that are literally working together for like a common goal. And the common goal is like school pride. So like everybody's in on it, you know? And like a lot of the athletes had like the same classes and like things like that, which I think they make it like when you're an athlete, you're not allowed to be pre-med. Like there's certain things you can't do, which is kind of fucked up. But like it makes it so that like the athletes are kind of always in cohorts, like classes together, and like we kind of have like our own little like it's kind of fucked up too. Like we have like our own cafeteria like inside of like another cafeteria, and the food is better and everybody knows it. And so it's kind of like, I honestly felt kind of bad about it. Like, I'm like looking at what everybody else is eating, and they're like, oh yeah, but apparently like the athletes can do this, the athletes can do that. And I'm like, oh really? And they don't know. Like, I'm like walking. It's all true. It's all true. But in like the most community, like, yo, you gotta have people's back. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to throw someone under the bus to get on a bandwagon. Motherfuckers don't be working for nothing. They just be sucking and fucking and then complaining that they don't get princess treatment. And that goes both ways. Because niggas be doing that shit too. Okay. What time is it? I got about 10 minutes left of streaming. Hopefully I don't want my extensions to be looking too crazy upside down now. Hold up. It does not feel like Sunday, I'll tell you what. How's the hair looking, y'all? I'm kind of in love with it, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't actually like really taken it for a spin. I've only been messing around with it inside. And there are a lot of spots that I need to like touch up as far as like making sure it completely blends the black. But I am more than grateful that I have figured
figured out how to do my own hair as an adult. And I'm pretty sure if I wanted to dye my hair this color in the salon, it would be over $200. But this was not even half of that. And then I'm kind of addicted. Like, I feel like it's like grills. I don't know if you guys know, I have like a couple of grills. I bought one just for fun, and then I like fell in love. I bought like another one. I won't get into it. And I do this with my clothes too, where it's like I'll get something and I love it, and I'm like, well, now I need it in another color. And then I end up looking like I'm wearing the same thing all the time, but in just in different colors. But if I could do another color, I would probably do, I mean, gray obviously. I have gray. It's just so, like, messed up now. Like, I need to just throw it away. I was like, oh, I'll save it, and like, but it's like, for what? It's not that hard to just start over. Speaking of hair, you know what's kind of weird that I was thinking about, but like I never said anything, but I'm gonna say it now anyway. So there's this guy that I was friends with, and I truly just thought of him as a friend. Like, we got along. We were like two people of color in an environment where there weren't a lot of people of color. And I'm not racist, but from time to time, like, it is easier to bond when that's like an obvious thing to point out. And so we became friends, and we would hang out all the time, and like I enjoyed my company or like spending time with him, especially because at the time like I was going through like a lot like bad in my life. Maybe the worst I've ever been in my life. Like the last 3 years have been like, the last 5 years have been the worst years of my life. But not because of what you think, because of actual sabotage. Like, when I got divorced, I was actually really happy. I was in Australia, things were great, and then COVID happened. And once COVID happened, like things, like COVID shit kept happening. It's like, right, this isn't even something I can control. This is fucking COVID, right? I forget what I was even getting on this point for. So I won't continue. I won't continue because I don't remember. Oh yeah, just hanging out with this guy, right? Haha, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna put your shit on blast. Hanging out with this guy, and I've talked about him on stream before. He's like the one that has like a PhD in physics, and then one day like silently admitted that he thought that everything that I thought was like completely bogus, and then I was full of shit, and I was just like, how are we friends? Like, I can't talk to you anymore, and we literally never talked after that. But one time, because I used to have dreads, and he has dreads, one time I showed him my old dreads, and he asked if he could have one. And I honestly gave him one. I didn't think anything about it. I was like, sure, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But now that I think about it, I'm like, people be doing like weird voodoo shit with hair. And I don't know how he took me not giving a fuck about his existence so quickly. But hopefully he's not one of those like weird, bitter people. Because like, apparently guys in their adult years still do that whole like, oh, she's a slut, oh, she slept with me, like, type shit, even though, like, everybody knows that that girl don't like you and never did, type shit. And I'm not saying he did that, because, like I said, I have no clue. I had no problem with him outside of realizing that he just did not respect me as a person, and I'm not going to hang out with somebody that doesn't respect me. But if you do have my hair still, please don't do no voodoo shit with it, because what the fuck, bruh? Don't do no voodoo shit with my hair. Don't do no voodoo shit with my hair. Please don't do no voodoo shit with my hair. Also glad I don't go to salons now because nobody has my hair. Nobody has it. But my dad and his wife have like a really creepy altar, and I know that his wife be on some fucking bitter bitch shit. She got bitter bitch all over her face. Yeah, bitter bitch on your face, bitter bitch. Anyways, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed today's stretching stream. It wasn't the most productive, but it existed. I'm glad I got it out there. Like I said, streaming a little later than anticipated, but I have some clear-cut goals that I am truly afraid of. You know, they say, if you're not afraid of your goals, they're not big enough. I am literally afraid of these goals. I'm never afraid of my goals. Even when, like, I wanted to get my master's, I wasn't afraid of it. I was scared I was gonna fail, but I wasn't afraid. I'm actually afraid. I'm actually afraid of this next goal. Like, I really need to start writing. I just gotta start writing things down and like planning it out. My brain is in that like yarn mode where everything is like there. Like the yarn ball has been identified, but now I need to like actually figure out like where it all begins so I can turn it into something. But everything is there. I've got the yarn ball. I got the ball of yarn! Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh yes, hair.